Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off play action. Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that certainly could be a sign of things to come because they're blitzing to start this ball game. And it works for them there as they force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Now Richardson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. That is caught. And he spins past him and into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Now Richardson yet again. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Brevin Jordan from 3 yards out. And the Ravens will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now a man who tore up the Packers in the NFC title game a few years back. It's Raheem Mostert. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 75 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Richardson working from the gun. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Richardson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Richardson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Richardson to throw. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a handoff up the middle. Connor. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Richardson looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. From the gun, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Back to throw. Richardson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
The slot man in motion right. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And Richardson looks to throw once more.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Going deep for Walker. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Richardson out of the shotgun. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Fighting to stay upright.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Richardson flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they have to punt all the same.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards to gain there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Richardson.
Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Back to the air with Richardson.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And it's caught. Able to push his way through. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
QB sneak, Richardson.
Trying to wedge his way in there, no signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight.
There he goes, left side.
On his horse.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this 1st half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Richardson
looking deep downfield.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And some room to maneuver.
Still on his feet. Inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Richardson. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Out now is a punter, Jordan Stout.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. David Ajabo. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now it's Jackson off play action.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Jackson to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Jackson now.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4th down, here's Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Richardson looking to throw this. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Richardson off the play fake. Going deep for Walker. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
In motion, the tight end. Now it's Richardson. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson back to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Richardson.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the... Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Richardson working from the gun.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Again, it's Richardson.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Thomas
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.